Thank you.
So now,
everybody.
thank you. Now we are continuing with the second part of the session. In this second part, we are going to be bringing an example of an innovative project that was awarded the winner prize of a competition. But to give context, this particular competition didn't include nuclear before. So we wanted to bring you this context as well. So to start, I'm gonna invite our first speaker, which is Isidro Baschar. He's director of the Nucleoeléctrica Argentina, which is the organization that operates the power plants in Argentina. He's worked as an advisor to the institutional relations management of the National Atomic Energy Commission in Argentina, and he participates as an Argentine delegate in multiple bilaterals and multilateral meetings related to the development of the peaceful uses of nuclear technology. He has a degree in international relations, a master's degree in energy management, and is a fellow of the World Nuclear University. Isidro, thank you very much for accepting our invite and being here with us. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Alicia. Thank you for the invitation and for the opportunity to be part of this important event. So allow me to share my screen and just share some thoughts and ideas considering our training policy and how this fits with the award that we gave last year for Blind.Ar. So I don't know if are you. Okay.
Yes, we can see.
Okay, perfect. So as Alicia said previously, we are the company responsible for the commercial operation of the nuclear power plants in the Argentine Republic. We have also developed design architecture and engineering capabilities for the construction of nuclear power plants, as well as to execute complex engineering projects to ensure long-term operation of our facilities. We had performed the refurbishment of the Candu type reactor, and we are also planning the refurbishment of Atucha 1, which was our first unit, the first nuclear power plant in Latin America. Are you looking? Are you looking at the full screen or in a presentation mode, or are you just looking?
Yeah, it's not in the
Okay.
presentation mode.
Let me just correct that. Sorry for that. Just let me correct that. Sorry for that. Okay. Okay, well, just we're going to move forward in order to keep the time. So I can share with you afterwards the presentation, so you can have it and look at it in detail. So as we, I was just saying that we are the company responsible for the operation and the construction of nuclear power plants in Argentina, and we are also helping other organizations inside Argentina and outside Argentina to operate properly their nuclear power plants, for instance, Brazil. And also we are, helping and contributing with the National Atomic Energy Commission for the CAREM development, which is a SMR prototype, which is under construction since 2014. So we are part of the electricity market. We are the 4% of the installed capacity, and annually we produce between the 5 and the 7% of the electricity consumed by the Argentines. Regarding our gender and diversity policy, you would see that in 2020 we established a permanent table for equality and diversity, and afterwards we transformed that table in a committee, which is the Equality and Diversity Committee. As you can imagine, the purpose is to plan and implement actions to contribute to full deployment equality among people and promote an inclusive and diverse environment free of discrimination and violence. So you are not just seeing anything, right? Because I have some protections there, so it's quite complex. This, sorry for that. It's not have.
That is very common. We learn to live like this.
Yes, I know that. Sorry. We can run nuclear power plants and we cannot share screen.
If you prefer to send the presentation to us and we share from our side.
As you just share me an email and just, it's quite heavy, so it has a video inside, so maybe
Okay.
that will be a problem. Okay. Let me just end the conversation and the call and then just rejoin, and if you can just wait me 1 minute, please.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
So I see you have a question, Celine. We'll be sharing your questions with the previous speakers about GPT tech, because Barry is no longer in the meeting. So we'll be sharing later on. So as we wait for Isidro to come back, I just want to leverage and introduce the speaker that is going to come after him. So you already know her. So after Isidro, Celeste Silvoso is going to be presenting to us. She's currently completing her doctoral thesis and holds a bachelor's degree in environmental services at University of Buenos Aires. Hi, Isidro, you're back.
I'm back, sorry. Let's try. Now you can see the screen, but in a small picture, not at full screen, right?
Not full screen. Yeah, but if you want, you can just click on the slides and pass like this, because you're not being able to share the full presentation mode.
Okay. Okay. So I was just telling that we have a gender and equality and diversity policy, and we take some actions in order to, work in a diverse environment and try to, eradicate discrimination and violence. So it's a constant and permanent work. We have some protocols for prevention of actions against workplace, gender-based and domestic violence, training in diversity, discrimination and violence. We had, eliminated more than 1,000 biases in job descriptions that didn't allow women to try to be part of some, position. And in 2021, we also implemented a personal hiring policy in order to, try to promote gender equality. So then you will see the numbers. At 2020, we had 17.48% of female participation in our staff. And in 2023, as May 2023, we had 20.25% of female participation in our staff. We're also trying to work with the compliance of the transgender quota law, which is a law in Argentina that allows transgender people to be part of public companies, at least. And we have the target to, employ at least 1% of our total staff, in compliance with that law. So regarding training program, well, we are trying to promote an internship program. We had only one intern in the company by 2020, and now we have 14, and we are expecting to double our internship program in order to, deepen the collaboration between Nucleoeléctrica and national universities that are in our areas of influence. I mean, the two sites, Atucha and Embalse sites, and of course, the headquarters as well. So we are also working with schools, with technical schools, especially in order to promote their technical practices in their last years of the technical schools. Regarding the relationship with the Balseiro Institute, that it's one of the main drivers of this presentation, last year we started a closer relationship with one of the institutes that the National Atomic Energy Commission has. Their main, topics or the main careers in the Balseiro Institute are related to physics and nuclear engineering. They're not only the only ones, but I mean the most popular and the most important careers for the nuclear industry are those. Of course, the National Atomic Energy Commission has other institutes, devoted to other specialties. Balseiro is one of them, but maybe it's the most popular because of what we said previously. So we are trying to promote a closer relationship between graduates, or students from last year in nuclear engineering at least, in order to have contact with possible opportunities in the future for their professional life. So we are trying to promote small periods of time which the students and teachers spend in the nuclear facilities in our nuclear power plants in order to see how they work. So here's a small video that I'm hoping that you can see. Sorry, you are not seeing the video. It's going to be for other time. So I wanted to show the video of the visit of last year. We spent 3 days with 3 teachers and 9 students of nuclear engineering, the last year of nuclear engineering degree. And they visit not only the nuclear power plant, but also our full scope simulator. Regarding the relationship with Balseiro, also we have granted several scholarships to a special graded course that Balseiro with the University of Buenos Aires and the University of Cuyo has, in order to give an overall perspective of all the activities of the nuclear activities that are developed in our country, inside our country. So they spent a couple of months in our nuclear facilities and in the facilities of the National Atomic Energy Commission and in the other fuel cycle companies that we have in Argentina. So we also are trying to deepen the relationship through the promotion of through the granting of scholarships or of this type of courses, which are very useful for the whole industry. So sorry for the delay and for the presentation, but here it's our main scope, which is the technology-based business plan contest, which is the AV50K, which is a contest that it's promoted by the National Atomic Energy Commission, by the University of Cuyo, but also and especially by the Balseiro Institute. It aims to create and develop technological and innovation companies inside Argentina. So they try to promote students and young professionals in order to, be able to present new ideas, and that ideas should become eventually in a profitable company through a business case. So one of the possibilities that the contest offers is that not only to contribute to the general prize, which is 50 or more than 50K, which is US dollars, but we were offered also to grant a special prize. What we saw is that every year since the creation of the contest, we rarely see nuclear projects or nuclear companies related projects. So we wanted to promote, especially regarding our business, which is the operation and the safe operation of nuclear power plants. So we decided to grant a special prize. Well, the track record said that eventually, I mean, the more developed areas were medical and bioscience projects or business cases. So as you can imagine, the first year, the award was became pendant or remained vacant. So in 2021, we didn't have the chance to grant the special prize. So in 2022, fortunately, Blind.Ar came up with a very brilliant idea of, well, we will talk with Celeste, which is going to talk a little bit about the project that they are and the business case that they promoted. So, well, we are trying to not only keep this special prize as an opportunity for future ideas and future young professionals and students, which may came up with new nuclear companies ideas or related ideas. So we are also trying this year to broaden our participation, and we are going to not only keep the recognition of 10K granted to the special prize, which was called Ingeniero Antonio Maradona, which was a former president of Nucleoeléctrica Argentina, but also we are going to contribute to the general prize with a contribution of 5K additionally. So we are seeking and willing to have new and fresh ideas. We are also speaking with the Baschar Institute to, grant the best thesis of nuclear energy career, of the nuclear energy, for a graduate degree. So we are still trying to promote and deepen our collaboration with this institute and with other institutes, as well as the other national universities that eventually provide us with professionals that we use to keep running our facilities. So I think that's it. Thank you very much, and sorry for the technical problems.
Thank you, Isidro. It's so important to see the motivation for innovation in nuclear and what NASA is doing. For the people who have questions, please continue to put them in the chat. We're going to go forward with Celeste, and then we are going to do a Q&A. So as I was introducing Celeste before, she is completing her doctoral thesis, holds a bachelor in environmental sciences from the University of Buenos Aires. She worked for 2 years at the National Atomic Energy Commission in Argentina, where she conducted characterization of radiological contaminated waste analysis. She is part of an interdisciplinary team involved in the reuse of spent batteries for the manufacturing of ionizing radiation shields. And she has been teaching at the University of Buenos Aires for the past 12 years. Celeste, thank you very much for accepting our invite. And Celeste will be speaking to us now about the project that won the competition that Isidro presented to us. Hi, Celeste.
Hi, how are you, Alice? Thank you very much. If you give me 1 second, I will present my presentation. Okay, share screen. It says that host must make that. I need the host permission to. Okay.
So, Florencia, can you make Celeste a host?
Yeah, she's now again the host.
Oh, thank you very much.
Two of me because my computer doesn't have a microphone, so maybe she should put the other one. Here. Okay.
I think now it's fine.
Perfect.
Okay, thanks, please.
You all can see me now, no? Don't you?
Yes, yes.
Perfect. So, well, good morning. First of all, I would like to thank you for the space and the opportunity to be here. Well, my name is Celeste Silvoso, and I am part of an interdisciplinary team from Argentina. I'm very grateful to have the opportunity to tell you about a project called Blind.Ar, which focuses on the utilization of spent batteries for the manufacturing of ionizing radiation shields. This is Blind.Ar team, which is composed of professionals from different specialties, such as chemical and mechanical engineers with expertise in management, environmental science, energy, and reactors. And all those logos here represent the institutions where we have been trained as professionals. So the team is Néstor Cometti, Alfonsina Serradilla, Ezequiel Fernández, and Facundo Fraguas. So ionizing radiation shields are crucial barriers that protect against the harmful effects of radiation, preventing cellular damage and health issues. Shielding materials are composed in general of stainless steel or lead, depending on the type and radiation energy. These materials significantly reduce radiation penetration, ensuring the safety of individuals and the environment by mitigating associated risks, as we can see in the image. So based on this need to create shields, we have raised the question of whether there can be a substitute a material that can protect our workers while also meeting the following requirements. For example, it should have a good shielding capacity, have competitive price, be feasible to produce locally, be an abundant resource, be chemically stable and mechanically resistant, and be environmentally sustainable. So as a group, we have been evaluating options to address this concern. Alkaline batteries have shown promise as a substitute material with good shielding capacity. This could also solve the problem of hazardous waste, as currently over 4,000 tons of batteries are improperly disposed of in Argentina annually. I mean, this is the equivalent to the volume of 20 containers. The Blind.Ar project was created to tackle these issues. It offers an innovative solution for managing spent batteries to build nuclear shields. This initiative generates local employment, reduces imports of raw materials, and contributes to a circular economy in the technological environmental field. So as a group, we have been evaluating, So to develop this project, we tackled 6 goals. The first one was sourcing raw materials, sufficient spent batteries for the shielding bricks. Sorry, this one. We address this by partnering with universities and institutions who endorse our initiative. Their commitment to collecting and delivering batteries help us to acquire the necessary quantity, but also raises the student awareness of battery-related environmental issues and recycling importance. So moreover, support from governmental and private institutions paves the way for a circular economy, transforming this waste into a valuable new product. So the next goals are technical feasibility, shielding capacity, economic competitiveness, sustainable green production, and focus on the sustainable development goals. So the second one is technical feasibility, and to address the second goal, we conducted tests on the foundry of alkaline batteries. Subsequently, we conducted chemical, mechanical, and shielding capacity tests on the prototypes. And as we can see in the image, we used different shielding materials as lead, concrete, steel, and the Blind.Ar alloy to be compared. Also, we have confirmed with different tests that the shielding capacity of a product is comparable to stainless steel. To do that, we made tests that consist of interposing a specific thickness of shielding material, like a steel lead and our product of Blind.Ar, between a radiation source, that is the one, and the radiation detector. The experimental results indicate that the shielding capacity of the Blind.Ar prototype is of the same order of magnitude as the steel. And in addition, we also do empirical tests. Simulations have been performed using a Monte Carlo calculation method. And these simulations were carried out considering different shielding materials, including these Blind.Ar products, to obtain comparative values of the shielding capacity. And the result was also that the shielding capacity of our product is comparable to stainless steel, so which has positive outcomes. Since our product primarily utilizes waste material, we have very low cost, resulting in a highly competitive price that is approximately 35–45 more affordable than other materials to obtain the same shielding capacity. So to achieve sustainable green production, we have not only developed a process based on the melting of used alkaline batteries, but we also carry out subsequent effluent treatment. So this prevents the emission of pollutants into the environment. And our project addresses the last goal, that is of meeting sustainable development goals set by the United Nations. And we aim to contribute to at least 5 of these 17 goals. So our project collaborates with affordable clean energy, industry, innovation, and infrastructure development, sustainable cities and communities, responsible production and consumption, and climate action. And additionally, our project supports the objective of preserving life on land and ecosystem, because this helps to reduce coal and steel mining activities. As final remarks, we want to highlight that this project is original, as there is no similar product in the market. This product is environmentally friendly, as it reduces the amount of hazardous waste, and its process does not emit polluting emissions, like said before. Additionally, this shielding allows for the substitution of imported materials, and the production technique is viable and replicable, and it contributes to clean energy, as it is a product that can be used by the nuclear industry. Lastly, it is a product that has developed and growing market, such as the nuclear industry, as it can be used in power generation facilities, research, and nuclear medicine, among others. And for the last thing, I want to show you this video. I don't know if it's called, yeah, it's short, it's very short.
Hey.
This is our team. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Celeste, for your presentation. It's definitely a very interesting project. If anybody has any questions to Celeste, please feel free to put in the chat, for Isidro as well. I do have a question for you, Celeste, is when your team was putting together the solution, how was the process? Because I'm interested to understand how was the process to come up with, okay, we are going to go through that approach for this competition.
The process, the technical process, or
the ideation process. How was how you guys organized yourselves and brainstormed ideas. How was the process to come up with, okay, we are gonna get at the batteries and so on?
Yeah, we have one of our team members that is Facundo Fraguas. He came with the idea, I remember a few years ago, and he told me that because I study environmental science, and he told me, do you know what people do with the batteries? Because I think that nobody does anything. And I studied a little, and I said to him that nobody do anything, but the only thing that, well, people maybe waste it to the garbage, like don't do anything at all. But some industries, they collect the batteries and they put it on the ground, but with shielding place that doesn't contaminate. But the batteries doesn't have any treatment of recycling and anything. So he told me that maybe we can do something about that. And with the other members of the team, we start to brainstorm about what we can do with the batteries. And because of the elements that compound the batteries, we said, okay, maybe if we foundry the batteries, we can make like a brick that made the same quality of shielding that is steel or lead or something. So then we start to make this product. But it was like this, like a little brainstorm of everyone of the team and start to study about the market also.
Very interesting, thank you. I see in the chat we have a couple questions to Isidro from Professor Akiro. One is about the catering that you mentioned in your presentation. What is the latest schedule for the SMR to be finished in construction and start operation? And will the start of 100% power operations be before 2030? And the other question is about the IBFK award, if it's only for Argentina.
I cannot recall the rules exactly regarding AB50K, but I think that the aim is to promote Argentine companies. But I think that the team may be, maybe composed by different nationalities. But I think that they have some sort of requirement that they have to be. If you have a senior professional, nuclear professional, you cannot have more than one. And if you have, the idea is to balance the team in order to promote young professional and student. You can have a senior in your team, but that is it's going to be taken into account at the time of granting the awards and the different recognitions that they also have inside the contest. Regarding CARE, well, it's a tricky question. When it comes to schedules and nuclear projects, sometimes, especially when it comes to a prototype, it might be difficult to say a specific date. And especially that project is, the leadership of that project is under the responsibility of the National Atomic Energy Commission, which is our shareholder. It has 20% of the company, but we are not in charge of the development of the project. We are collaborating, we are supporting CNEA in the civil works of the nuclear building, and the BOP. We are also deepening our collaboration to to be part of the civil works of the balance of plant. But we are not the responsibles for the project. So if you have the chance to, I don't know if we are going to have a representative from the Argentine nuclear industry related to current project, but well, you should ask CNEA staff in order to clarify the time and the schedule for that project.
Thank you. Thank you for the update. That is something that everyone is excited to see the development of Karen. I don't see any more questions on the chat. Does anybody wants to open the microphone and any additional questions to our speakers? Well, if not, I have one final question to Celeste. Next week, and I'll be speaking a little bit more for the participants about this after we finish, but next week they will be working on different challenges that we will be putting together. There will be specific topics that we'll be working on, but the idea is to come up with solutions of innovative solutions for the challenges that we are going to propose. Given that you are part of an award-winning team that proposed an innovative idea, would you have any recommendations to give to a participant?
For the rest of the participants, I think that the best thing that I can say to them is to work in teams, because always that I think is the best way to go ahead to solution the problems. And well, take the time to think very well about the questions and the challenges, and not to hurry up to get a solution, because sometimes sometimes the best solution is the easiest. So that take the time, think very well, and work in team.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Well, thank you, Isidro and Celeste, for your participation and for enriching our session. We very much appreciate your insights.
Thank you.
Thank you for the invitation. Goodbye.
Bye.
To finalize our session today, I just want to make a few reminders for the next session. Next session will be on June 10th, Saturday. As I mentioned just to Celeste, we will be having challenges. A few days prior to that session, we will be sending a couple of videos with innovation approaches of a couple of speakers that won't be able to be in person. So we will be sending them to you in advance, so you can review those videos in advance to the Saturday session. And we are going to do a very short Q&A about those contents. And we'll be again dividing you all in groups. So remember your groups. We are going to try to maintain the groups that were initially sent in the PDF. I know in the session last week, we had to make some modifications because of some absences. But hopefully we'll be able to have everyone, or as many people as possible, in Saturday session. If not, we are going to reorganize with you guys at the time. But in that day, we'll divide these groups, because each group will be working on a challenge. And this challenge will be given and explained on that day. And the idea is you work in this group mostly on that day, but you can continue to work after if your group needs, or if you believe it's going to enrich your proposal for a solution. And on June 15, the last day of our training, is going to be the pitch of each group, the presentation of your solution for the challenge that was proposed. So please participate on Saturday. Make sure you come. The participation and the presentation on the challenges will be the one taken into account for the certificate of the training. Thank you very much for everyone, and have a great rest of your day or night.
Thank you. Bye.